So that direct was pretty good. Understatement of the century, I guess. Animal Crossing New Horizons has been so light on information since its announcement that I was beginning to worry that we had already seen just about everything. Thank God I was wrong. So let's talk about my general impressions so far. When watching this direct, one major theme popped up again and again. Customization. Improvements to house decorations, the sheer scope of your ability to decorate outside, finally being able to just choose where you want every building to be. Thank Nook, long may he reign. And terraforming. I never would have suspected that this kind of thing could happen. People are gonna have an absolute field day with this stuff. The thing that excites me the most about all this customization is pretty niche, actually. What made me the happiest when I saw it is that there's no hub area anymore. Having all the shops just be in your town is so much better. I know a lot of people didn't like the city and city folk, but I didn't like the main street from New Leaf either. Something about those bland, uncustomizable places where basically everything is located was boring, and the fact that it's separated with a loading screen made it all feel detached. It seriously made your town feel more empty and less, I don't know, cozy. Now you can just make your own shopping district. Or just put stuff wherever, who cares, it's your choice now. I was basically convinced there'd be some island hub in this game, but I am so happy to be wrong. But speaking of shops, the special characters' roles have finally been revealed. Mostly. But I can't help but notice that many characters' roles have been completely phased out. Pelly and Phyllis are characters I never thought I'd have to worry about getting cut, but Pelly and Phyllis have literally nothing of their old jobs they can do now. These two have been around since before Animal Crossing was even called Animal Crossing. So I just can't imagine them being cut, right? The same can also be said about Reese and Cyrus. They are relative newcomers to the series, but like Isabelle, they're both pretty integral to New Leaf, and they'll probably show up here, but they don't really have a lot to do as is. Is this the end of retail? I certainly hope not. But speaking of animal friends, we don't know a lot about what's new with villagers themselves. One of my biggest desires for Animal Crossing New Horizons was either to have a lot more villager personality types, or overhaul the personality system entirely. But alas, we got no news on that front. We also haven't seen any new species of villager. The possibilities on that are literally endless. Or as endless as there are species on Earth. Which is a lot. So much so that I'm actually making a video on that soon, so stay tuned. Hey, at least villagers can actually do more stuff physically. I've seen sweeping, aerobics, reading books, all kinds of stuff. These might seem like small details, but they go a long way towards making villagers feel alive. As far as gameplay mechanics go, however, we haven't quite learned much. I think on that side of things, crafting is the big deal, but I don't think we've learned anything new about it here. Other than that though, the gameplay seems much more unknown. Like, we can go to Tropical Island still. This is actually something I really didn't like in New Leaf. It destroyed the in-game economy. After I found out about it, it was basically all I did. It's just too efficient. When people find a path of least resistance, they'll often use it, even if it hurts the gameplay experience. But this time around, the feature seems much more refined. Nook Miles limit the amount of times you can actually do it, which is huge. And each time you go, you get a different island that you can actually just explore. It isn't just a boring circle now. Hopefully this is handled well. The museum is also something we don't know a lot about, other than the fact that the interior looks positively gorgeous. Like, wow. But there are a few mysteries, like we haven't seen paintings yet, or diving for that matter, which would fit New Horizons so well that I can only assume it's there, right? I'm still holding out a bit of hope that after all these years, we're finally gonna get something new to collect. It's like Jello says,
collect fish, bugs, and fossils to fill up a museum that's gone almost entirely unchanged since 2001.
At this point, however, I kinda doubt that that'll ever be a thing. I mean, surely they would have shown us if that was the case, right? But on the plus side, I love how animated bugs and fish are now. For other gameplay stuff, we have absolutely no idea. We haven't seen any Tortimer Island type games or any mini-games of any kind, really. Though that was always just a secondary thing. I just really hope they're still here. Amiibo are back, which is good because I bought a Pappy amiibo specifically for this game. He's my Okapi pal, and I just love him. The fact that not all amiibo are compatible at first and will be updated over time makes me almost think we'll eventually reach an everyone is here situation. My general impression overall here is that Animal Crossing New Horizons has taken the customization aspect of the series and polished it to an immense degree. Like, this beats New Leaf by a metric ton. Maybe an even bigger step up than all the steps taken between the original and New Leaf combined. It's legit crazy. I mean, I haven't even mentioned the visuals, like, oh my god. We've got crafting, better gameplay integration, and tools that help you navigate different terrain, and of course a ton of quality of life fixes. But I still feel like we have more to come. On top of the expected stuff like more shops for your town, more bugs, fish, and fossils, Tropical Islands even have the potential to add actual exploration now, which is completely crazy. Overall, I'm extremely excited for this, now more than ever. Like, Animal Crossing has been so slow to grow for so long that a huge leap like this after so many years of waiting feels like a godsend. People on Twitter are already frothing at the mouth, and I think it's an extremely safe bet that this will be the best-selling game in the series. So, get ready, people.